I'm Abell. I'm one of the co-founders of Lunchpool.
Hey, my name is Pooja. I'm the head of product for Lunchpool.
We've actually been in Tampa Bay since we entered Startup Weekend. After winning first place in Startup Weekend, we decided, hey, I want to do this the rest of my life. So we started to form a company. We brought on people like Pooja, and we've been going at it ever since. So since November, we've been going at it. So Lunchpool is a very simple concept. We want people to eat lunch together. We think that connections are formed by breaking bread. We think people should get up from their desk. There's a lot of there's an epidemic in America of desktop dining, and we think people should get away from their desks, take a break in their day. You're more productive. You can meet the world around you, and so we have an app that connects you with other people who also want to meet other people for lunch.
And it forms really great communication, and like Alex said, it breaks down silos. It's also very beneficial from a business standpoint for other employers to see their employees, to see their culture be more positive, to see their employees connect and really reach their potential and succeed more.
So I've been in corporate America for about the better part of the last 10 years, and I see the same thing over and over where I have my clique, other teams have their cliques, people aren't cross-pollinating, people aren't getting to know the people around them. And so I do it because I think that we can fix that. I think that we can get people connecting with each other, over common interests, kind of breaking out of their shell a little bit. And I think when we do that, that's when innovation happens. That's when you get rid of those feelings of isolation that are prevalent in corporate America. And we can get people feeling not just connected like technology connects us, but actually making true human connections.
Right. For myself, I work for many companies, big and small, and I've seen that theme play out. Literally, no matter if you're a 300,000 people company or you're a 60 people company, there's still that kind of isolation, especially when it comes to onboarding. When you start a new company, you really don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, you don't know anyone around you except for maybe the 7 cubicles around you at best. So this will kind of help you break out of your shell, form those kind of connections, and co-workers can become friends.
It's actually kind of funny. The day before Startup Weekend, I had been contacted by one of the organizers of Tampa Bay Startup Weekend, and she said, no, you have to enter this competition. You're an entrepreneur, which I didn't know what that was, but she got me to go. I pitched the idea. I was sitting right next to Pooja. We weren't sure if we were going to pitch anything. I had this weird idea the day before, pitched it, people liked it. And then it's amazing the innovation in Tampa. We all just formed, and none of us knew each other beforehand. It was people from Poland, the UK, all over the place, just converging in this little event in Tampa. And I mean, the rest is kind of history, I guess.
The entrepreneurial spirit in Tampa is just amazing. I've been in Orlando, I've lived in Tampa. It's wonderful to see people form those groups, really form those connections. And to me, the best part was the level of commitment that you already had from the team, right? People are committed to making this product, people are committed to it succeeding. And so now, 2 months after winning the competition, we're still here, we're still being relevant and making sure that this is something that can really impact people and help people.
Yeah, I think the key is that we're trying to solve a really big problem. People are in their comfort zones. It's kind of nerve-wracking to go out and try to connect with people that you don't know, or that they sit next to you. I'm literally in an office with 30 other people, and there's 6 that I've never talked to after being in the same room for a year, and I think that's crazy. I think we can really fix that problem.
Yeah, I have the same thing. So I think for us it would be just that we're just doing lunches, right? The name is Lunchpool, but we're doing so much more than that. With the kind of connections we're forming, lunch is just a good, casual, informal way to create that kind of a connection, create that bond, and really start something new. So I think it's more than just lunch. I think that would be a misconception. where we're doing something much deeper.
Yeah, I agree. It's not just a lunch scheduling app. We definitely can help make frictionless lunch planning happen, but we're also doing a lot of research into network weaving, actively adding value to your networks, and I think that's really where we can, once we are able to demonstrate that to a lot of HR professionals, it's going to be a fast ride, I would say.
Yeah, and we have ways to kind of tangibly show the businesses the value that this is creating.
So I can only speak for myself, but I have a 1-year-old daughter. I have a wife who's finishing her PhD at USF. Go Bulls. And I have a daytime job right now, and so it's balancing everything that you have to do to be a successful startup or entrepreneur. It's challenging, but it's totally worth it. So it's yeah. What about you? What's your challenge?
The same thing. I do not have a wife or a daughter. However, what I do have is I do have a full-time day job, right? And if you think about it, you think you'd get burned out because you're working your day job until like a certain point. Then you come home and you do the Lunchpool work. But what I'm finding is I'm getting such a great creative outlet through this. It doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like I'm really doing something that's arduous. Like I'm excited about it, I'm passionate about it. We're on calls on Google Hangouts until 10, 11, midnight, making sure we're like getting stuff done and the ideas are just flowing. And it's such a wonderful experience to be able to really put your heart into something that you truly believe is going to be very impactful and something like a force for good.
And I will say though that during some of our meetings, certain team members fall asleep, so I'm going to call out Jamie, who's on our team right now. We're in a Google Hangout. He's actually snoring. Yep. He didn't realize that his mic was still on, but
it's soothing.
But it's worth it. The hustle is totally worth all the long hours, all of the work. It's the feeling that you get when you change somebody's life or you impact something that you know needed to be solved. That's what it's all about. For me, it's listen to people that are smarter than you. So I've gotten advice from people like Brian Cornfield, who's CEO of Synapse. I've gotten advice from people like Richard Manassi, who is a cohort director at The Wave. Gurwai Todd from ConnectWise. And they may tell you things that, they may say that you're wrong about something, and you have to really take that in, internalize it, listen to them. But don't be afraid to push back as well if you really feel strongly about something. But no entrepreneur, no hustler can be successful without the advice of smarter people who've been there before and who kind of laid the groundwork.
I completely agree. Also for me, the big takeaway is also patience, right? We're not going to go 0 to public in 5 seconds. We're putting in the work, we're putting in the time, we're putting in all the effort, and it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off big, but be patient about it. Don't rush decisions when it comes to, venture capital, things like that. Really take your time, do the research, read the articles, listen to the podcasts, read the books. Like, make sure that you're as educated about it as anyone else, because at the end of the day, this is your company, this is your baby. So it's in your hands, and you can take a lot of advice and a lot of really good suggestions. By the end of the day, it's your ship, you're steering it, and you need to be able to figure out the right voices to listen to from the crowd.
And never eat lunch alone.
Agreed.
Always have a good dining companion so that you can learn from them, you can experience that true human connection, and then hopefully soon we'll be able to help you do that with our app.
That's Lunchpool.